Good afternoon, Colt families. I hope you're doing well. We have been working really hard this semester, and we've done a lot of things with our kids, and we've done a lot of things with you. One of the things that we did last month, and one thing that we continue to hear, are concerns about our arrival and dismissal. We get reports about how dangerous it is, and yes, we concur the same. It is dangerous. We put out in our last newsletter a survey for you all to complete, and it was very affirming, the reaction that we got, some of the feedback that we got. Everyone knows we have a pretty good system in place, the best system that you can have at an elementary school when 500 people are trying to leave at the same time. And you all recognize that it's the adults that have to work the system, and for that to happen effectively, efficiently, and safely, most of all. However, in thinking through what could we possibly do any differently, I had the opportunity to be an assistant principal of a campus that's set up just like our campus is, and actually the neighborhood that it serves is in even a higher volume community than we have. It's on a corner of a really major intersection, and so when I was there, I was always impressed with how they did their dismissal particularly. And so I sent over some teachers in the last few weeks to kind of look at that and see if that's something that we wanted to implement here at McCall, to see if that practice and that process would help us with how much volume and how many concerns we're getting about safety. Everybody that came back felt like the changes that we would make things go more efficiently, safer. It would be more consistent. That is one thing we heard from our substitutes, because not only do we poll you guys, we poll our staff too. And our substitutes said a consistent everyday dismissal instead of an indoor dismissal for rain or an outdoor dismissal for other kinds of weather. Just being consistent across the board would be helpful. So, all that, here's what we're going to do. Children will always be inside. We will no longer take our children outside as a large group. They will remain inside, and the calling of the children will be the exact same thing. So when you pull into the driveway, somebody will call based on what's the tag is in your car, and your child will come out the front door. They will be staged in different places in the campus, so where you could kind of convene and see your child, you are no longer going to be able to do that. One of the things we need to eliminate is how many adults are walking up and kind of getting in with the process with us. It's a lot more foot traffic than really is safe, because it's hard for us to manage. Watching children, it's just a lot of extra people, extra bodies, as we're doing something so significant as getting your kids to the safe place they need to be with the safe adult that they need to be with. So we, by eliminating that you won't be able to see where your kiddos are going to be at. They're going to be deep inside the building. They'll come out to your car, and we expect this process to go very smoothly. Now, for the kids that walk home, or for parents who have routinely been walking up to school to pick up your children, that means you've been either parking in the front parking lot or parking on one of our side streets, and you routinely walk up to pick up your child's going to be considered a walker. They will be dismissed out the north exit of our campus, which is near our gym, and this video will highlight that exit so that you're clear where that might be. It also feeds the place where we have the only crossing guard in our community. That way the kids can go out that door and straight up to the crosswalk and cross in safety, because that's what we teach. So we want you utilizing that crosswalk as well. We hope by instituting this, we will eliminate the congested traffic, foot traffic in the front of our campus at dismissal, and also eliminate people parking and walking up to campus to pick up their children in our front parking lot. We don't mind if you come up and conduct business, but coming up to pick up your children and just parking in the front parking lot, it's just one more place for things to happen. We had an accident the week before school let out, and then we also had 2 really significant near misses with children and adults walking in that crosswalk. So we're really hoping to eliminate adults crossing through that during dismissal, so that our carpool line will run really smooth. I hope you see that we've really put a lot of thought into this. A letter going home on Thursday will explain all of this with highlights of what has changed and where you'll pick up your kiddos. We also are sending out a fresh carpool sign, so you have that. You will need that sign if you walk to pick up your children. You'll just show that at the door. We don't have enough walkie-talkies to go around the campus, so that will be the silent signal that you need your child. You just show your card at the door and your child will be dismissed out to the patio. So we hope that that's clear as can be. We'll institute this on January 8th when we come back, and we look forward to seeing your kids. I hope you guys have a safe and restful break, and we'll see you in January.